Hello everyone, my name is Javier Stefan. I will be presenting a project for ethical hacking class in Florida International University, Professor Dr. Khalid. I have to state a disclaimer. Any information in this video is used only for educational purposes and not to be used in any malicious attempt. So I should not and will not be responsible for anyone getting caught and being punished. The project is WEP cracking the middleman attack using SSL Stripping. Why hacking network? First off, when a network is hacked, it can be used to do an attack called man-in-the-middle attack. Second, someone can spy, the hacker can actually spy on the users. And third is to have free internet. WEP stands for Wireless Equivalent Privacy. WEP uses a secure algorithm for IEEE 802.11 wireless networks. It is intended to provide data privacy for wireless networks comparable to a wired network. WPs have many vulnerabilities. One is its static encryption key, which is composed of initialization vectors, IVS, which is what is used to crack a WEP. Second, it has very high amount of numerous flaws. Third, after WP has been seen with many flaws, they have created WPA and WPA2, which have better security and harder to crack. And last but not least, WP can be cracked very fast and in less than 5 minutes, as you will see in the video. After we do a WP crack, we will do a man-in-the-middle attack. What a man-in-the-middle attack does is it intercepts traffic between the victim's computer and their gateway. The victim has to be on the same network as the attacker, if not the man-in-the-middle attack will not work. ARP spoofing used to let the victim think that the attacker's machine is the gateway. Is the gateway, and the gateway would think our attacker system is the victim's machine. Backtrack 5RS is used to perform this attack. As you can see in this picture, the laptop and the tower is being stripped, SSL stripped. The server never knows the difference. Everything looks secure on their end. At the user's end, they will not know the difference. The client does not display any of the disastrous warnings that we want to avoid. And we see all traffic. The attackers will see all traffic going through the end user's machine. As you see in this diagram, we have the client's computer right here. We have the service agency, and we have the attacker, which will be our computer. As the attacker receives information from the client, it is used to the service agency, and vice versa. Everything going through the internet will be led to the attacker. So, for example, a client wants to log on to his bank account, for example, Wells Fargo. Instead of just going directly to the service agency, it comes first to the attacker's machine, and the machine then goes to the service agency. So everything going through the client's machine, the attacker knows, and vice versa. Any response that the service agency has for the client, the attacker will also know through the internet. Okay, for this part of the project, we are going to use AirCrack to crack the Wi-Fi and get the password so we can do a middleman attack. First we'll open terminal and we are going to run airmon-ng, which is used to find the interface we want to monitor. As you can see, we are using Realtek RTL 8187, so that the interface we want to monitor is WLAN 0. So we're going to run airmon-ng start WLAN 0. You scroll down, you will see monitor mode enable on WLAN 0. So we're going to use this arrow dump -ng non-0, which allows us to view all the wireless devices within our range that are being broadcast. So you see, I want to use the step one, so we are going to use Control C and stop the broadcasting, and we're going to copy the BSS ID and type in a folder, and each channel it's in, which we see is 6. So next command we're going to run is which this is going to start capturing the data from the desired DSS ID and channel. Now we're going to leave this running and we're going to open another terminal because we need to get the data very high. So we're going to run an airplane. So you see we have been acknowledged. Next is going to be airplane. I'm sorry, I forgot the NG in the airplane. I have messed up countries here. The correct one is not a 2, it's actually a 3. We're doing right. You see, it's sending a lot of packages, and as you can see, the pound data is going very high. Well, the two commands we just did was, the first one was to open the authenticity, as you can see, and the second one is to boost the pound data. We need at least 15,000 data to crack the WEP, so now we're just gonna wait till at least it gets to 15,000. Now since it's been to 15,000, we're gonna open a new terminal, and now we're actually gonna use the command aircrack. As you can see, we were able to crack the WEP using this amount of IVs, and the password for the WEP is ports. Since we were able to successfully hack the WEP, the WEP passcode, we were able to log on to this network. Technically, it's the same network. It's mine, I own it. It's just for practical and educational purposes. So now we're going to do a middleman attack using SSL Strip. So first is open a terminal. And second, I have created a text file called middleman attack, which has the main codes of the middleman attack. So let's copy the first one. The first code, what it does is it makes your machine in forwarding mode. Second, we're gonna copy this one and paste it. What this one does is it creates IP tables, and anything that in the attack computer is going to port 80 will be rerouted to port 7777. So now we're gonna change directory. Now we're gonna copy this code, which when it does anything is going to port port 7777 will be saved in a name file here. Let's give it a name. Double penetrate enter. So you see we're running SSL Strip 0.9 manual symbols per second. Now we're gonna open the terminal and we're gonna run IF config. Now once we have started SSL, you can go into your you have to enter the desktop that you are attacking. And run command or be able to find its IP address somehow. Since it's both our machines and this is for educational purposes, I was able to run command and IP config. As you can see, the default gateway is 192.168.199.2 and the IP address of this machine is 192.168.199.130. So once we go back to backtrack, as you see, I have already written down here. You just now you see we're having a response from both machines. So when you have a movement attack, this is the machine. Once they log on to any website that has a username and password, you should technically receive that username and password. For example, gmail.com. Or if you went to, let's say, Facebook. Or even worse, which is what it's really dangerous and I want people to learn is, let's say, like a banking statement. Wells Fargo. Obviously, it's not going to work. It's not a real account. Let's say if it was. And even on the other side of any of the hackers, they can simply get your information. Which is remember we're going to pentest web and SSL stripping. So we're going back and we saved the double page to make it big. See, the first time I went to accounts.com, I didn't write a password, so let's see what it is. I'm sorry, I did write a password, but I wrote ethicalhacking@jail.com, and in the password I wrote penetrate, which we really spelled. So I got declined, and the second time when I wrote it around, I wrote ethicalhacking001@gmail.com. It's here. ethicalhacking001@gmail.com, and the password is penetrate. Then we go to facebook.com. As you can see, really quick, it tells you very fast. Your email is ethicalhacking001@gmail.com. and the password was also penetrated, which the very dangerous one, which is, it was when we went to online.wellsfargo.com. The username was Colleen Likes, and my password was double penetrated. As you see, a attacker. To be in conclusion, beware of sites visited on public Wi-Fi. If possible, avoid conducting sensitive transactions, such as banking on public networks. If you're at work, don't go on a bank account. If you are in a cafe, do not go on Facebook or Instagram or any social media. Also, while you're in these public networks, please look for HTTP and slash certifications in the address bar. As stated before, the information contained in this video is for educational purposes, and I will not be responsible for any malicious attempts other users have. Thank you for watching and I hope you've enjoyed.